Good morning, my loves. Happy Wednesday. We survived to Wednesday. We'll make it to the end of the week yet. It's a beautiful morning here at the lake. The sun's starting to come up. And I got a question for you. When you are injured, exhausted, you have a headache, bad day, maybe you pulled a muscle in your back, you twisted your ankle, any number of things, you just don't feel good. Do you allow yourself the opportunity to decompress and heal? Think about it. Do you? Are you in a position that you can come home and just change clothes, lay down, and decompress? Are you in a position where you can take a day off if you need to? Are you in a position to tell one of your kids, okay, you're mommy tonight. I feel awful. I'm catching a cold. Mommy just needs to chill. You get to be mommy tonight. Can you do that? Would you, even if you cannot do that, if you have toddlers and that's not an option, even if you could, would you? I'm asking for a reason. I have several friends and coworkers right now that are out sick. Everything from they pulled a muscle in their back to the flu, accidents, car accidents, all kinds of stuff have been happening to folks. And some of them insist on pushing through. Now, I admit, I'm fine. I'm feeling great. But I am one of those people. I do not, even when I'm sick, I don't shut down. I was raised to be like that. I was told by my mom back in the day that moms can't get sick. Because if the mom gets sick, everything comes to a screeching halt. And we can't allow that to happen. I remember back in the day, this is back in the early 60s, my mom, we had a smaller home than my parents ended up very well to do and had a very large home. But in the early days, they had a small home, and it was, what, 2-bedroom? It was small, and they had 4 kids and a basement. But my mom was obsessive about the house. Everything had to be perfect all the time. She would wax and scrub the floors and do the ironing, and everything was by hand. Everything was perfect. Everything was pristine. And she worked herself into exhaustion, physical exhaustion. And it killed her. I mean, it didn't physically kill her, but it was just, tearing her up inside that she could not go on, that she had pushed herself beyond her limits. And I think a lot of people do that. And you don't think about it. I want you to think about it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm sick. I need a day. I need a mental health day. I'm taking the evening off. I don't want to be with friends. I'm just going to watch TV. I'm going to crawl in bed with a book. I'm going to crawl in bed and go to sleep. There is nothing wrong with taking time for you. It's not being selfish, it's self-care. When you have a cold, the flu, a virus, and you continue to go to work, you're thinking you're doing, that you have to do this. Maybe you don't have the time off to take, you don't have the vacation to take. Maybe your boss won't let you take off. Just keep in mind, you're spreading those germs among everybody in the office. And not everybody wants to get sick. Now, at my office, believe it or not, and this is very admirable, there are people that will come in that are getting the flu, getting a cold, and they will mask. And the first time it happened, I thought, whoa, you never see that. But that is, to me, a sign of respect, that they respect other employees, that they know some people have immune issues, they have small kids at home, they don't want them to get sick. For some people, it's probably attention seeking too. But it's a sign of respect, and that's nice. I would prefer they stay home, because even if you're wearing a mask, you're still germy. You still blow your nose, and not everybody, blows their nose and reaches for the Purell or washes their hands. And then you touch papers and you hand them to somebody else, and, germs do spread. But if you're sick, please stay home. But it's okay to take time for you. It's okay to say, I'm sick. It's okay to say, I need help. It's okay to say, I can't do this. That does not take away from you, who you are. It's okay. You can be sick. The world will go on. You will bounce back. You will come back. It's okay. But you have to allow yourself the opportunity to heal. You're not Superwoman, Superman, Superperson. You're a human. Bodies get sick. And if you don't take care of them, if you do not allow them the opportunity to heal, it's going to be exacerbated, made worse. And then you got a problem. People that start out with bronchitis and don't take care of it end up with pneumonia. Oh, they didn't need a doctor. They're fine. They end up with pneumonia and they're in the hospital. Had they just used the common sense God gave a goat and gone to a doctor and got an antibiotic, maybe they wouldn't be in this position now. Think about it. People that have weight issues and anxiety issues, they overeat due to stress and anxiety, go see somebody. Because I don't want you having a stroke or a heart attack due to obesity. Because your heart is a muscle. It's a little bit bigger than your hand, a little bit bigger. My heart's a little bit bigger than this. And that muscle is the motor that runs your body. And so would you put a lawnmower motor in a semi-truck? It can't pull that kind of weight. Same thing applies to the human body. Think about it. Think what you're asking your body to do to serve your ego. I know that was a low shot, but I'm right. Why can't you take a day? Why can't you take a breath? Why can't you step back? Because you can. You just won't. I talk to people at work. God bless our clients. I love them. But they're in a car accident. And maybe they twisted their knee, their arm. They have a shoulder issue, a neck issue, whatever. And they will wait. I mean, they're hurt. They are hurt. But they will wait a month before reaching out, to us. And, it's just they haven't gone to urgent care. They haven't gone to an ER. They haven't called their family doctor. But they'll call an attorney about the vehicle. Okay, but you also get me. And so I'll talk to them, and they're telling me all their injuries. I go over them head to toe. I do a full assessment. And they have all these injuries. Maybe they have pictures of gashes. And it's like, you didn't go to the doctor? No, I thought I'd be okay. Well, honey, you're not. We got a problem now. So I can get them in to see somebody. And then they find out they had a meniscus tear in their knee. They had a rotator cuff tear and a labral tear in their shoulder. They had a fracture and they didn't realize it. Well, no wonder it hurt. And you're still walking on it. You're still using that wrist. Give your body a chance to heal. Please, don't make matters worse. If you have the flu, stay home. Drink fluids. Binge watch something on Netflix, but allow yourself the chance to heal. No matter what it is, allow yourself the chance to heal. Emotionally, I want you to listen. We're connected on this. When you go through a breakup, when you go through something upsetting, a loss, when somebody hurts you, says something so deeply it really hurts you, it's okay to take time to process that. It's okay to take a day. It's okay to step away from work for an hour. Go to your car and cry. It's okay. Blocked emotions, blocked trauma, blowing things off, pretending it really doesn't bother you, It will manifest in due course as a physical symptom. It will manifest as headaches, as tummy issues, as ulcers, as stress, as tension. You can't sleep, a little insomnia, all kinds of issues. Please allow yourself the time to heal. Because, my love, you are worthy. Just think about it.